fine. It's always been fine.
Hello, everyone, and welcome to Stormfront. I am your host, Bugboy1014. I am joined by my co-host, Diana, and four players, Child, Shad, Clocksworth, rattledarkstar. Say hello, everybody.
Hello.
Don't everyone speak at once now. Everyone appears to be quiet today.
Sorry. Hello.
Yeah. For some reason, Shad and Rattle is usually muted, but for some reason, Shad is. But it's quite alright. So, today, we will be continuing the Spire. So, last time, you all started venturing up the Spire. You met a purple lady, started becoming aware of the weird mechanics of this place, and how this place seems to play by a different set of rules than you're usually used to. You also had a long discussion with a being known as Meow, which had a lot of interesting things to say.
And things we wanted him to say, but it didn't want to say. I remember with Shad and the price for resurrection.
Indeed.
Mm-hmm.
Which, that never quite got resolved, but that's fun. There's also that mysterious purple lady that we still don't know a lot about, other than the fact that she can seemingly take care of monsters. And there's the nature of the creatures as well, which a lot of them appear to be a bit strange compared to what you're used to. And not just because of the delerium infesting the body.
I was about to say.
Yeah. But Child is here on a more or less holy mission. Hello, Titsmo. Right. Welcome to the chat. Yeah. So, where we last left off. Well, I went over where we last left off. Basically, you all were sticking around in a room for a while and got a random encounter and ended up beating the monster. And now, more or less, what are you going to do? Because you can keep venturing up, you can venture down, you can wait to rattle. What do you want to do?
Well, since we're supposed to be here to, get rid of the delerium, and now that we've lost the purple lady we were following, I'm wondering, should it be a good idea to go back down to where the Niao, the big whale, was? Because I believe Niao himself was already infected with delerium, and I don't know if the fact that Niao is part of delerium could infect other creatures or other rooms or something, but I feel we should get rid of the delerium and the big whale at the entrance of the building.
That's an interesting idea. Child, what do you think? You're the only one with the ability to do that.
Yeah. Well, I think we do want to meet up with Rattle again, right? And so if we do go back down, that would probably make it a lot easier for him to find us when he comes back.
Right. So he's not randomly wandering around trying to find you.
Exactly. Yeah. So, yeah. And so while we're waiting for him, we can try to handle the delirium. So, yeah, that sounds good to me.
Mm-hmm. What specifically, do you want to handle it with the whale, like they're talking, or just other crystals that are around? What do you want to handle? Because it's not like this is a thing where you can just do it all at once. There is so much here that you need to do it piecemeal, one at a time.
Yeah. Oh man.
Yeah.
Yeah. Okay. Well,
question, by the way. What is your cleric level? Is it 1 or 2?
2, I think.
Okay.
Yeah.
Well, that's
then you do have the channel divinity, then.
I think so.
Okay. I was just making sure you had the purification of magic channel divinity.
Oh,
That's what's
actually,
actually
let me see.
required for you to be able to purify things.
Yes, here it is. Starting at 2nd level, you can use your channel divinity to burn corrupted magic away and cleansing blue fire, purifying and cleaning it of taint and corruption. You can spend 1 hour concentrating on a 1-pound delerium crystal within 30 feet of you, while channeling astral fire of the soul within yourself. If you do, the fire slowly sleeps into the delerium crystal and convert it back to chlorophyte. If you use this ability on already existing chlorophyte, then you can burn away its impurities and turn it into etherium, though doing so causes it to lose about 50% of its mass. Okay.
Yep.
So, oh boy, it's gonna take an hour just for 1 pad. No problem.
Yeah,
Sounds
and that only, and it's not only 1 hour per, it's also 1 use of channel divinity per, too. Which you have a limited number of those.
That's right.
Yeah.
Oh,
Apologies if the dog is loud, by the way. The neighbor's dog is out. As a cleric that's level 2, you currently have 2 channel divinities. Because it's equal to your level, I'm pretty sure.
I see. Okay.
Yeah. So you have 2 uses of it right now before you take a... Is this short rest or long rest? I forget. Let me go look at it.
Yeah.
My bet is on long.
Yeah.
I don't know, but that's my bet.
I feel
Right,
like you're
but
right.
I something in me is telling me it's a short rest. Let me go look. Cleric.
Vote now on your phones.
Yep. I'm looking up on the stream, so chat can see it. Okay. Preparing casting spells, ritual casting, channel divinity. Here we go. When you use channel divinity, you must then finish a short or long rest to use the channel divinity again. Short rest does count.
Woo!
So basically, she can use it twice, then she needs a 1 hour cat nap.
Oh, I do have though my Aether Soul Fire. It does say that delirium crystals crack and shatter within 5 feet of you, as the magic driving them cannot remain.
So if you don't want to purify them, but if you want to just destroy them, you can do that by just walking up to them. But if you want to purify them instead of just destroying them, then it requires a channel divinity.
I see. Okay. Yeah.
How does it work with creatures?
Basically, creatures that are delirium infested near her start to melt. Because the crystals inside of their body are literally starting to melt and crack. So, yeah. She actively damages delirium crystals just by standing next to them. Which, if you're wondering, it deals specifically, I think it's radiant damage and magical bloodstain. The damage types I have written down for that melting.
Of course.
Yeah.
Wow.
Either way. Yeah. So if you just want to destroy it, you can literally walk in. You actually know, people notice, by the way, that there's a octarine mist throughout this entire place of just the haze. But seemingly around Ragnarchild, she just has a bubble around her that any of the haze that goes inside of her bubble just immediately gets destroyed. So she has a bubble protective field, and she's leaving a trail of clear air behind her when she's walking through the haze. It's kind of neat looking.
Ooh, that sounds cool.
Another thing that Surtur pointed out to me in the call earlier that I want to bring up now is detect magic and true sight. So, I mentioned this last time, but I only mentioned it once. You know how true sight basically does detect magic? Where it lets you see magical auras around you?
Oh.
Actually, yes.
Yeah.
That way, yes.
The problem is that's actually a bad thing in this place. Do you know why?
There's just auras. It's nothing but auras.
Right. So basically, if you use detect magic, you're basically flashbanging yourself and how bright it is in here. everything is just brightly glowing with magic. The very air itself is glowing with magic. So, like, it actually is kind of harder to see with true sight engine than it is with regular sight.
The mist is magic, the walls are magic, the creatures are magic, we have magic on us.
Yes. There is magic everywhere.
The only maybe not magical thing is where Ragnar is no longer standing, but there's not fog yet returning.
Yeah. Like, so basically, it's actually kind of hard for Ragnar to see in this place because it's just so bright. It's like she's staring into the sun constantly while walking around.
Oh man, yeah.
I
was just like, my eyes.
Yeah. And as I'll remind you, she can't turn true sight off, so she's just stuck.
Yeah. At least I can remove the mask that gives it to me, but Ragnar can't. Oof.
Right.
Granted, I don't know how it works with the fact that I can't be blinded, which is weird anyways.
Yeah. Thankfully with you, Surtur, you have an easier time to see because you can't be blinded. Ragnchild can. So Ragnchild, I'm actually going to have you give me a Constitution save.
Okay. Good. Here we go.
Yeah.
Oh boy.
I probably should have been doing this last time, but I didn't think about it. First roll of the day. Constitution.
Oh man, how do we do?
You failed, so you have the blinded condition.
Ah! Oh boy, what does that mean for me exactly?
It means you can't see.
Oh, nothing. Okay.
So you're walking around with your arms outstretched, unable to see.
Oh my gosh, I got my stick, my bonking stick,
Yeah.
and I'm just like dragging it across the floor and like knocking it into the walls.
She's using her bonking stick now as a cane, trying to feel her surroundings like a blind person.
Exactly.
Yeah.
Exactly.
That's a funny image.
It's a very funny image. Mechanically speaking, I'll go ahead and say the specifics. You automatically fail any ability check relying on sight, so perception checks fail unless they rely on a different sense, like hearing.
I see. Okay.
And also, creatures you cannot see, which is all of them, have advantage to hit you with melee attacks, and you have disadvantage to hit them. Which don't seem to matter in this place, since all attacks have seemingly auto-hit. So far.
Blessing in disguise.
You have not seen a single attack miss so far. Oh. Either way, mainly you can't see. So, you're gonna have to rely on other people for sight, or using your bonking stick, or just your natural druidic senses. Whatever those may be.
I was about to ask.
Right. I don't know. Druids are weird. They can turn into wolves. Like, they can probably give themselves better smell or what. Keen smell and stuff.
Or
By the way-
something that can't be, or something that has blind sight, like I don't know, a bat.
Yeah.
But I do know there's weird restrictions on wild sense, so I don't know if like she can transform into flying creatures. Anyways,
Is she level... hey, Ragnchild, are you a level 8
Yes.
druid?
Yes.
Then yes, you can turn into a
I
flying
think so.
creature.
I just had the bad idea in my mind.
I am
Because
totally-
level 2 is no swimming, no flying. Level 4 is no flying. And then level 8 is you can do it.
Just like, screw you, I'm gonna be a dragon.
Anything? Hey, you said anything?
Could we just jump into the fights? Well, currently there's no fight because currently people are just, waiting. They're just discussing and debating what to do next.
Yeah. And since we're metagaming a little bit because our characters don't know that Rattle comes back, we're like, yeah, it would suck for Rattle if the player comes back and wants to join in, and he has to like roll 5 times correctly to even get to us.
Right.
Very true.
Also, Left 4 Dead and D&D is very much a thing. I mean, you guys do kind of have a 4-man band. You're already basically doing Left 4 Dead.
Yeah, just there's a bunch of additional stuff in the way. There's
Yeah.
Well, there was Catanglish's creatures. I don't know what the heck happened with them. I just realized.
Yeah, Edward has started to leave the dungeon because they're going to go back for Rattle. So Edward
Okay.
is already heading out.
They just know. I don't know how they know. Someone might have cast sending on them or something. I don't know.
I don't know. Could I just move forward then? I am bored standing still. Sure. If you want your character to just move forward without the rest of the party, you can go ahead and do that.
Sweet.
Up to you, Shed.
Yeah, I'll do that because my brain is kind of being bored just standing in one spot.
Oh god.
Well, Shad starts walking towards going up. What's everyone else doing?
I'm going to try to grab the end of Shad's tail so I can pull the log by him.
So are you
Like,
following
wait!
Shad, or?
Yes, I'll follow.
Okay. You follow Shad and you go up the stairs. Let me actually... Hold on, let me pull up my map. Gotta have a map of that.
You have a map, we don't. So we're just going blindly hoping to find a good... to get up at some... to hopefully, by going up all the time, we're going to reach the end.
Yeah. Where did
Sometimes,
I put
yes.
my map? Need to go find my map. Give me a second. I missed it. Oh, here it is. Okay. So you are currently there. Okay, so there is one stairway leading up. There's no longer a choice at this point. There's a stairway leading up, there's a stairway leading down.
Where we came from, basically. Where we came from or new place?
There's actually... Yeah. And it looks like... Well, okay, yeah. There's one stairway leading up. So Shad's heading up towards the next room. Ragchad, you're following. Surtur, are you heading up?
I guess I'm going to follow. Fuck. That seems like it's going to end badly when Rattle comes back.
Okay. Okay, so Shad, you enter the next room. And you see within the room that, for the most part, it seems like there is a bunch of dead creatures. As you predict, the lady probably came through here. Though you see some other monsters are starting to wander into the air. They don't notice you yet, though. What do you want to do?
How many monsters are there?
There is a collection of there is a collection of what looks to be 3 small, earth, 3 small, worm-looking things that kind of look like, pillars.
So
They're
I'm guessing
slithering
they don't.
across the ground, 2 of which are red, 1 of which is...
Alright, then I'm just gonna run quickly towards them and just kind of use my claws to slash them apart.
Okay, so, basically you're saying roll for initiative.
Yeah.
We're still going to use the same initiative we had before.
Okay.
Alright.
I don't know.
So, I'm going to remove the Drake and remove the Golem from it, aka Cathanglis' character.
Yeah.
Right, and that's the monster thing. So, go ahead and give me a stealth roll, Shad, unless you're not trying to be stealthy.
No, you might get a
I'm trying to be
surprise.
stealthy.
You aren't being stealthy?
I
I
am
think
trying
you
to
said
be.
you did.
Make stealth roll.
Ooh.
You managed to sneak up on them. I will give you surprise, so they do not get their first turn. So, it will actually be you, Shad. You're up. You'll get the first turn.
Alright, I'm just gonna use... where is it? Sorry, I gotta find the weapon now.
Two green, one red.
This one right here.
Okay. That hits. Full damage. one are you targeting, by the way? There's 2 green and 1 red.
I'm targeting all 3 if I can get all 3 in one shot.
No, you were able to hit one of them.
Oh god, that's a dumb idea.
Let's go for it.
Ragnchild holding his tail. Yeah, Shad, you also felt Ragnchild was holding tail. So when you did the charge forward, you're just Ragnchild's just holding on for dear life as you charge towards them.
Actually, if Ragnchild starts yelling, I'm not sure Shad gets stealth there.
It would have given him a -5, which would have still passed anyway. These creatures do not have that high of a perception. And he has high.
I mean, yeah. Aside from the delirium, they just look like semi-normal beasts.
Yeah.
Beasts don't have like a passive perception of 21.
Which
22.
damage type is that? 3, or is that all those damage types?
That's all of them.
Okay, so that is 11. 360. Yeah, that gif. I'm sorry. I want to post that on stream. I will.
Oh god.
Well,
Knowing delirium, we have vulnerability, immunity, and resistance all in one thing, and I don't know how the heck this is going to resolve.
okay, so most of that is so like, yeah, so that is mostly resistance. One of which is immune. So that is 1, 1, 5. That by 2. So then you do 4 damage to it.
And it seems to be AoE from what I see, or it's range. I don't know if it's AoE or range.
What? I didn't hear what you said.
I don't know if is that an AoE or a ranged attack. I don't know.
Dragon's Wrath? It's his melee attack.
Okay.
Yeah.
I don't know why there's a 2060. I thought 2060 was the range.
Yes, 2060 is the range because he can throw his sword.
Ah, okay. Yeah.
Anyway, so which one did you target? Because that matters.
The red one.
Okay, the red one. So, you target the red one, it ends up taking 4 damage, and you notice it curls up into a ball and seems to gain a protective shell in response.
Of course.
Oh, that's cute.
Yeah. So, that was your first attack. You have multiple attacks in a turn, right?
Oh,
yeah.
Yay, we're not
Actually,
slow this time.
Wait, no you don't.
Pretty
You have a
sure.
Sender's Bane. Right, I forgot about that. So, yeah, you still have that curse during the first turn of combat, remember? It goes lower down.
Yeah.
It's called a
Oh.
Sender's Bane, but
Oh, it's a curse. Too bad I didn't prepare a move curse today.
you can call it a regional effect of this area. If you want to call it that.
It's a curse with a regional effect at the same time. It's weird.
Well, it's a regional
I don't have-
effect that debilitates you. Like that. Is that a curse? Is that not? It doesn't really technically affect it.
Yeah, it only matters if I try to use remove curse, but I didn't prepare it today, and I don't feel
Right.
like trying to roll the dice on that one.
Okay, so, Shad, give me a perception check.
Alright, I forgot to change the...
Funny. You feel 2 things immediately. One, you feel like something is aware of your presence and is watching you. And 2, you begin to feel a faint pulsing in the walls. It's faint, but it's almost like you can hear a heartbeat in the walls.
I don't like this shit.
Right. Clockforth, you're up.
Oh, it's... Okay.
Yeah, we're using the old initiative, so you're up after Shad.
Okay. For some reason, whatever.
Because Shad rolled a 7.2 and you rolled a 5.1.
Yeah. Wait, how is that oh, right. Never mind.
Also, by the way, Shadow did follow you guys too.
Okay.
Shadows did follow us? Oh no, there's a character called Shadow.
Yeah, there's a character called Shadow.
Right, because Shad has shadows, and then there's Shadow the character. So my brain was like, oh.
Yep.
Actually, when do those get initiated?
Right,
Whenever
which
I
actually
use them.
reminds me, Shad, you want to know something that you haven't really been using?
Hmm.
Did you forget that your shadows get their own turn?
No, I just don't really use them all that much, considering all they can. Well, they do have strength drain.
They can
The other
melee
issues-
attack strength drain, and there's like 20 of them.
Actually, there's I think 60 of them.
Right, so like that's 60 turns of strength drain. Like, if you want to do that, or otherwise we can just transition to Clocksworth.
Just transition to Clocksworth.
Clocksworth, yeah. I can turn shadow as well. Yes, you can, but you can phase
Turn
through
shadow.
objects when you do it.
Right.
You're up, Clocksworth.
Since we're attacking, I guess I'll just attack another one with the dumb halberd.
You did notice the one that he attacked curled up into a ball, but the other two haven't seen attacked yet.
Mm-hmm.
So you're attacking one of the green ones?
Yeah.
Okay.
If there's a protective shell, yeah, I'm attacking one of the green ones. I was about to say, well, it probably just means their AC is bigger. Wait, but why would you bother saying that if it's just AC? AC doesn't matter here.
Right.
So yeah, I'll attack one of the green ones.
Okay.
Uh,
Oh, that's cute. So
Is-
when Shad charged earlier
Oh.
with Ragnarchild, Linda was just following behind, evidently. That's cute.
I keep forgetting Linda. Oops.
Yes. Linda is just staying. The little bunny rabbit is just staying out of trouble. Like, wait for me, I got little legs.
I got little legs too.
And then Ragnarchild's like, I would wait for you if I could, but I'm being dragged against my will.
Yeah.
I'm not a bunny anymore. Remember, I got.
Oh yeah, I forgot.
Oh.
I didn't even know that.
You are now a real girl.
But
No.
she's still small. She's still a kid, so she's like, "Wait for me! I got little legs." Oh, ah.
10 force damage.
no.
What were you using?
I was using the halberd. I just clicked the damage thing because I was like, yeah, I don't need to make an attack roll. It doesn't matter.
Oh, right. This is your force halberd, isn't it?
The one with the magic missile on it.
Okay.
One that's dumb. The one that's way too dumb.
So, Shad. He uses the halberd that you were going to take from him and that you gave back. And you see that Clocksworth, when he goes to stab it, there's a moment of freeze, and then he momentarily splits into like 11 other Clocksworths that all stab the creature at once before going back together.
That's still the dumbest thing you've ever done to a weapon.
Yeah, because he put magic missile in his halberd, so it splits his attack the same way the bolt split in magic missile.
I put it there. I didn't know it would do that. I used it once against a dragon hunter, and I was like, "Oh, it does that. Okay."
Yeah, you wiped out a third of the Dragon Hunter's health bar with it. If I remember correctly. Anyway, you kill this creature. Because
shit,
even
man.
with the resistance and the damage reduction, it's still enough to overpower its health. So you one-shot this creature.
8. Right, it's 8. Assuming it's or 4 if it's resistant to force, which I'm not sure it is.
I'm gonna double check. Is delerium resistant to force?
Not a lot of things are resistant.
I will double check. If it's not, then it's definitely dead. But if it is, it doesn't matter either way. It's dead either way.
Yeah, it's dead either way. Yeah, 8 times 11 or even 4 times 11 is
Right.
It's big for a regular attack. I'm slowed, so I can't like bonus action use the halberd. So yeah, I told you.
That's the end of your turn. Okay.
Yeah.
creatures now get. Wait, would not the crystal shatter from the force as well? No, because when they're in a creature, they don't shatter. They only shatter. The shattering effect only applies if it's in its raw form, which would only start taking effect when the corpse is dead. Okay, so materials, natural products. Resistant. Immune to resist acid, cold, fire, lightning, as well as slashing. Nope. It does not list force, so no.
Okay.
So yeah, it took full damage from that. It was reduced by 2 because of damage reduction, but that's still 8. So yeah, it's dead.
That's 8 times 11.
Yep. Alright, so now the
It's dumb.
creatures get a turn.
For once, yay!
Yep. Notably, these creatures no longer have 1 HP thanks to that one relic roaring up. So the one that was attacked, the one that got hit by Shad, uncurls and then looks at Shad and bites his ankle, dealing how much damage would that be?
Well, here's my question.
You would be dealing 9 damage to Shad, and it would be 9 piercing damage.
What's
That's before damage reduction.
Well, the other thing is, can I actually hit through my AC?
He seemingly is able to ignore your AC.
Okay, so it's
Oh, that's nice.
The rules of this place seem to ignore AC. Like, you didn't need to worry about it when attacking them, and they don't seem to need to worry about it when attacking you.
That's nice.
Yeah. You noticed that Ragnchild noticed that earlier when she fired a crossbow, and despite not aiming at the creature, the bolt just immediately homed in on the creature, like out of nowhere. It just seems to be one of the weird rules of this particular realm, whatever it is. One of the many weird regional effects. Anyway, so the creature deals that amount, but don't you have like damage reduction and stuff from adamantine?
I'm pretty sure it's -5 or something.
Yeah, it's -5, but like, I thought you had multiple sources.
I mean, if he equipped the shield, he has multiple sources, but I don't know if he did.
Well, like, I thought he had multiple materials that caused the damage with it.
I have no clue to say the truth. I don't think so.
Okay.
Because my armor is made out of adamantine, and I think that's about it.
Are you resistant to piercing damage?
Let me check. Resistance. No, because I'm not raging.
Okay. So, you end up taking 4 damage. Okay. So, that will be the end of this creature's turn. The other creature, the one that has not been attacked yet, I will go ahead and actually just roll a d6.
You're going to randomly choose what it's going to do.
To determine who it attacks. It's going to attack Shad.
Again?
Evens was Shad, odds was Surtur. Actually, yeah, no, it will attack Shad. Because I realized I should have also included Ragnchild, but even then it would still just be 1-2 is Ragnchild, 3-4 is Surtur, and 5-6 all the same. So, it will go ahead and go bite you for the same amount of damage, actually. Going to bite you for 9 damage.
So it's gonna bite me for 4.
4. Yes, 4. Okay. Actually, wait. No. Actually, no, it is. Because you're immune to necrotic damage, right?
Yes.
Okay. It's just 4. I forgot they have delirium and enhancing their attacks, but it enhances it with necrotic damage. So,
Hmm.
you're fine.
Other than anybody else, that would have been an issue.
Right. Okay, so that is the end of their turn. Is the Dryad still alive?
They are, yes.
So, it's your Dryad's turn.
I need to reopen that.
Yeah.
I haven't seen the actions in like 2 weeks.
Oh, I'm closing that window. I don't want them to get sneak
Well-
peek at something.
I don't think it. It's beast, so I'm actually tempted to use the fate charm and basically get more allies, which would be funny.
You want to try and use the Fate Charm on these things?
Yeah.
Okay. Go ahead and... What's the rules in the Fate Charm?
Wisdom. The Dryad targets one humanoid or beast that she can see within 30 feet of her. If target can see, it must succeed on a DC 14 Wisdom save or be magically charmed.
Okay.
And then it regards the Dryad as a trusted friend to be heeded and protected.
Alright, so I will roll, 1d20. It was DC what?
14.
Okay, so it failed. Barely.
Dang it.
Well, no, it rolled a 15.
Oh, it has a 10 or an 11 on that stat, it seems.
Yeah, it has a 10 for wisdom. Because it doesn't have a listed wisdom, and when there is no listed wisdom, it defaults to
Assume 10. Okay.
Yeah.
Unless it likes an object, which objects don't have.
Right,
or
and
even stat
even
it off.
then for objects, sometimes it says, like with the crossbow, assume it's a 10.
Yeah.
So when do I enter the building? We will get there after we resolve this combat, potentially. Like, the thing is, your armor will be done in like 30 minutes, but whether or not these guys wait around 30 minutes. Question.
Now, I would like to wait around 30 minutes, but it seems that everyone else is going.
Dad want to go do combat. Which is fine. So,
But I guess-
you managed to charm the creature.
I managed to?
Well,
I thought since it's 14
am I
for the
just
save, I thought
blinking? Do you have to roll higher than a save? Yeah, you do. Never mind. You do not manage to charm the creature. Never mind.
Yeah. Well,
I'm
since-
dumb.
Yeah, actually, yeah, it's just tiny little thing. Actually, I think I'll just have the 3 others hit the one that's already. I'll have the first one hit the one that already took damage with the club.
Okay.
Which is 1d4 bludgeoning, so I don't.
Okay, go ahead and attack it.
Okay, where is the? Right, I forgot to go in. Whatever.
Alright, so that was 1 damage.
Yeah.
It
It's
is...
bludgeoning, so it's small. So it's. I think it's vulnerable. At least Chlorified and Ethereum don't like bludgeoning.
Right, but it also has reduction, so that
so
reduces
it's
down to 0, which means that you trigger an Arcane Anomaly and a Wild Magic Surge, and you're going to take 13 necrotic damage and have to give me a combo.
Okay, I will note the damage first.
Yep, and then I will roll Wild Magic. Well, Arcane.
Noted. Don't use that again.
Well, don't roll that badly. This only occurred because the damage is 0.
Right, and I can't click the damn. I can't click the damn. I can't even check what the. Okay, I'm going to go back. Give me like 30 seconds to re-enter and.
Or,
I'll re-enter in GM mode so that I can actually access the stats. I don't know why I can't access the stats unless I'm.
Alright. Here's that. And that.
I rolled it.
Rolled Wild Magic?
No, not wild magic. I thought you said the saving throw.
Well, yeah, do the saving throw. Alright. So, you rolled the saving throw. That is a
Dryad-
fail, so the Dryad gains 1 level of corruption. Now roll me a d6.
Okay.
Okay, you're fine. You just have a level of corruption. Okay, so, however, one of the things that triggers his response to this is that, one d6...
Oh shit, I just saw that.
Yeah. So 6 shadows of creatures in this room, which is, I believe, all the creatures in this room, start to animate and try to kill the person they belong to.
There is 8 living creatures in this room, I think. No, 7. No, 9.
Actually, I just realized something. There's 8 living creatures in this room, but one living creature here has 60 shadows
Right.
that
So
could possibly be animated. So,
Does the shadow have a shadow? That's a dumb question.
no, it's more just the fact the shad has 60 shadows. So, okay.
Right, so it's 69. Okay.
I'm just going to roll a d100 and see who this lands on.
Okay. There's 4 dryads, by the way, just
Yeah.
so you can balance it better.
Okay, so one of the dryads, Clocksworth, and 4 of Shad's shadows all animate and try to kill their owner. So there is now 6 shadows in the battlefield.
In this chaos. Noted. Don't use make sure you do a bit more damage next time.
Right. However, however, the Dryad also gains 60 feet of true sight for the next minute as well.
Does she just get to flashbangs and
Yes.
and blinded?
She now needs to make a con save not to be blinded.
Oh god.
You drag out the shadows now.
True sight is from magic. It's from a magical effect. So we call it magic anomaly. So at least thank you, magic resistance. Let's hope it's enough. Well, I got slightly higher than Ragnar, I believe.
Yes. That is still not high enough though. So you're blinded. Okay. So they will go at the same initiative count as the other monsters. Is that the end of your turn? Is that the end of the Dryad?
Yeah. After seeing that, I think I wouldn't have the other 2 dryads attack again, just in case. I don't want 2 more times this, even if the chance is small.
Fair enough. Shadow's turn, aka the young black dragon hunter. Chad, were you going to say something?
No. Family in the background, sorry.
It's alright. Are you okay? You sound like you're in a bad mood.
No, my voice is sore.
Oh, sorry to hear your voices.
I've been like this for about 2 weeks.
Oh, apologies. I hope it gets better.
It's fine.
Okay, so, young black dragon hunter, upon seeing all this, because he was walking up the stairs and just walked in on all of this, and he's like, what the hell are you guys doing? And he just launches himself towards one of the shadows that's attacking Shad to slay it, because he cares more about Shad than anyone else in this room.
Fair enough, I guess.
Yeah. Shad knows why.
Yep.
Do I have... that folder, the other one. What will be his attack that he will do? Also, notably, by the way, the shadows are not delirium infested, unlike the other creatures. So, that is notable. But they are... Yeah. So, as he launches himself at... Actually, hold on. You know what he does? He doesn't launch himself at that. He uses Dragon Breath. That's what he does. We just make sure they're not immune to acid. Get if shadows are... He would know, so that's why I'm looking at it.
Okay.
The character has experience with these things, given how much he's been around Chad, so he would know. That's why I'm looking at it. Immunity No, resistance to acid. Okay, so he is doing acid. His acid dragon breath. Okay, so you do roll. The tomorrow on the calendar is National Grandparent Dragon Child. Oh, happy early National Grandparents Day, Dragon Child. Ignore the sneaking.
God.
So, all of you just see him begin to spout acid out of his helmet that just goes behind Clocksworth and Shad, and just hits like 3 of the shadows, wiping them out immediately. Let me actually make sure. How low is their HP? Yeah, no. That's enough to actually kill all of them. So, kill 3 of them.
Yeah, even if they pass the save, I guess.
Truly, no. If they pass the save, it won't be enough. I forgot there's actually a saving.
Yeah, for once, damage isn't guaranteed to be what it was rolled. So I was like, okay, maybe we should check.
Alright, so first one.
It should be like a DC.
The DC is 15.
Oh, I thought it was 20 because of, like, improved dragon breath. Oh wait, that's for Shadow.
This is for Shadow, not Shad.
Well, it's still called improved dragon, right?
Okay, one of them passes. So, yes, it's improved dragon breath. But on his sheet it registers as saving. So one of them passes. One of them manages to survive with like 5 HP, but the other 2 get melted in acid. As you just see the shadows dissolving away. Notably, it's the one behind Clocksworth that managed to survive. Because he was targeting Shad's ones, but he hit Clocksworth's at the same time because of how they were standing.
Yeah, it just happened to be in the same direction.
Yeah.
So,
And it's a 10-foot wide, 60-foot long line, so... Either way, that will be his turn, because he can't really do anything else on his turn due to the stupid lethargy. Dragonchild, you're up.
Dragonchild still blinded, not even knowing what the heck is
I'm
happening.
still blinded. I'm wondering though, can I cast Ether Lens, which gives me like it says you sense the presence of souls within 30 feet of you. If you sense souls this way, you can use your action to see a faint aura around any visible creature or object in the area that bears a soul. Can I cast this to try to see, sort of be able to see around myself? Okay.
You can do that.
Yeah. Alright, awesome. That's what I'm gonna do.
Also, Kayana, Linda will take her turn after Dragonchild. I'll go ahead and tell you. But yeah, you can do Aether Lens. Keep in mind, that would be the only thing you can do on your turn.
Yeah.
And even then,
I'm just
slow doesn't like spells that take 1 action.
What was that?
Slow doesn't like spells that take 1 action. Doesn't it have a chance to like force you to wait until next turn to finish your spell?
Oh right, roll me a d20, Dragonchild.
Oh no! Oh my gosh! Thanks a lot, Clocksworth. You didn't collect our homework.
Okay.
Yeah.
You pass.
I do too much of the homework for that. I think I do too much of the homework, which sometimes is a good thing, sometimes it's a bad thing.
Right. Okay, so you passed, so you managed to successfully cast Aether Lens. Now you generally get a feeling of the souls around you. Like, you can't see them, obviously, but like you can generally feel where living creatures are around you, which is enough to start orienting you.
Nice.
So,
Right.
You notice that, like, the souls are quite faint in the delerium creatures. Like, fainter than you would expect. Almost as if they largely don't have a soul.
Ooh.
Do shadows
Okay.
have a soul?
Does Shad what?
Do shadows,
Shadows
have
have souls.
Yes,
No, they
the
do
shadows
not.
look
Okay.
perfectly fine.
Okay.
not. Oh.
In fact, it means Shad is lighting up like a Christmas tree because he has lots of souls. Shad is like much brighter than everyone else because it looks like he has 41 souls in one body. Or 61 soldiers.
Wow.
Well,
Like-
is that the first time? Is that the first time Raga Shaz does this? Because if not, I think she would actually know which one is Shad.
Yeah, this is
Yeah,
the first time she's done this, but considering the fact that the person glowing like this is the person she grabbed the tail of, I still think she would know.
Right,
who
she's
that is.
still technically holding to. I don't know.
Yeah.
She's still holding it with one hand at least because somatic component.
Okay. So you can also
said
do
the
movement
50
on your turn if you want, Ragnar.
What? I'm sorry. What was that?
You can also do movement on your turn if you want to, Ragnar.
Okay.
The room is about 50 feet. It's about a 50-foot square. 50-foot diameter circle. Sorry.
I think I'm just gonna stay. Okay. Let me ask you this. Are there any souls like within melee range of me, like right now?
Hostile ones, you mean?
Yeah, hostile souls. Excuse me, hostile souls.
There is the shadows that are standing behind Shad, about to punch him in the back.
Okay.
There are those.
Okay.
You could attack those, but
Okay.
you don't have any attacks left on your turn.
Yeah. No, I was just gonna say. I'll maybe move. I'm gonna let go of Shad's tail.
Okay. If you
And,
move out of their melee range, it will provoke an opportunity attack.
Oh, okay. Okay. You know what? Never mind. I grabbed Shad's tail again.
Like, you let go, think about moving, then grab it again.
Yes.
Alright.
Alright,
Linda!
I'm just gonna. Yeah, that's it.
Linda, you get a turn. What would you like to do on your turn? Ugh. Oh, by the way, for the audience at home while I'm waiting for I moved my microphone to my other table, so you should not have to hear the clicky-clack of my typing anymore. It does mean I'm quieter. Let me know how the audio levels are, if for anyone who's watching. But things should be fine. Diana, is there anything you want Linda to do? Anna? I'm not sure if we just can't hear her. Actually, just not. Oh well. I guess we'll come back to Linda when Kayanna's. Alright. So. Ragnarchild, you hear a voice in your head. You hear a voice and you hear two things. One, you hear thumping. You don't know where it's from, but you hear thumping. And two, you hear a voice in your head that is basically telling you repeatedly to. It does not sound like a friendly voice.
Spooky.
Yeah. Something is repeatedly telling you in your head, leave, leave, leave. Over and over. To an annoying amount.
Let's see. Oh my goodness.
Yeah. Okay.
All right.
And now we'll get back to Shad. Shad, you no longer have the slow effect, so you can do a normal turn now.
Sweet.
Yeah.
So I have the one behind me still, right? Or how many do I have behind me?
There is the two caterpillar enemies, one of which you damaged, one of which you didn't, that are in front of you. And then there is the two shadows behind you that are about to try and attack you on their turn.
How close are the shadows to one another?
within... The only thing separating them is Ragnarchild standing between them. And Ragnarchild still has your tail.
So I should be able to swing a glaive and slice them both, right?
If you might hit Ragnarchild if you do that. Because
I'm
she is
swinging
standing between them.
I'm swinging above Ragnarchild because I'm aiming for their necks.
Okay, I will require Ragnarchild to make a dex save there to duck, but yeah. You can try.
Okie dokie. I will do it.
Yeah, I guess Shad could warn the blinded Ragnar child to duck before.
I say, Ragnar, you might want to duck.
Oh. Huh? What? What?
Yes. She just immediately hits the ground.
Okay.
It's like you said, Ragnarchild, you might, and by the time you said that, she was already flat on the ground. And so you...
And then, like, he pulled his tail, and, it jerked me forward, and I already just, fell on the floor.
Alright, so you slice behind you, you manage to cut down the first one, and then the excess damage from the attack swings and hits the next one. So, it's unfortunately not going to be that much damage on the second one. It's only going to be, I think, if I do this calculation correctly, 1 damage on the second one, but you do kill the first one.
Yay.
So, you have a second attack, though, because you can multi-attack. What would you like to do?
I'll go for it again.
Okay. Stab it at again. And that kills it. You manage to kill the 2 shadows behind you, and when you do, they return back to your control.
Sweet.
Yep. Is there anything else you would like to do on your turn?
I can't really do any other attacks, can I?
You used up your action. If you want to try and do something like Action Surge, you can get more attacks.
If you've got a bonus action allowing you to attack it.
Yeah, if you have something you can do on the bonus action, you can do that. Because you no longer have the slow effect on you, so you're free to do whatever you want.
So the other creature is...
There's the 2
So the other 2
caterpillar.
creatures... Yeah.
There's 2 caterpillars, there's a shadow on me, and I think there was a 6th one somewhere.
There's a shadow on one of your dryads.
Ah, okay.
I'll do the improved dragon breath, because I'm able to do that for my bonus action.
Okay, and who are you going to target with it?
The 2 caterpillars, just to make sure they don't get in the way again.
Okay, is it a cone or is it a line?
I think a line because it's lightning.
Okay. If you want to try and hit both, you're gonna have to move a little bit, which will provoke an opportunity attack, or you can just hit one. Which would you rather do?
Move slightly so I can hit both.
Okay, so I will do an opportunity attack from one of them, and that will deal additional 4 piercing. Because it would be 9, then reduced by 5, so it's 4. But you do manage to hit. You can hit both, so go ahead and roll your dragon breath.
Gotta find the right one.
Manage to get both of them. We'll see if they manage. 14. Also, the 20 thing that you talked about before was for your, I think it was like the soul boons. Spells that you get from the soul boons.
That's right, that's what it was.
Yeah, it's not your breath weapon.
No, I'm a half dragon.
Yeah. That is a half dragon.
Oh, that's fine.
So the first one fails, and the second one also fails. So both of them fail. They take 33 lightning and get incinerated.
Bye-bye.
Okay.
Yeah, they are some crispy caterpillars.
I thought lightning was.
Ooh.
Sorry, my bad.
You thought lightning what?
I thought lightning was resistant. My bad.
It is. They still don't have enough HP even through resistance.
Wow. And there's one that hasn't been hit yet.
Yeah.
Oh yeah, the red one, which needs to get out of its shell, or protective casing.
The red one already removed itself before attacking.
Yeah, the red one's dead. There's the two green ones.
No, anyways, they're all three are dead now.
All three of the caterpillars are dead at this point. Because they got one shot by Shad.
Dude, does the gold start falling while we're still fighting the two remaining shadows?
No, because and you actually notice this. It doesn't happen yet, and you figure, and the best guess you have is that because combat technically isn't over. So, yeah, but you do not get the rewards just yet. So, it seems like this place recognizes new creatures that get summoned in as still being part of combat, whatever this weird place is. So, we will continue. Clocksword, it is your turn.
Okay. I guess I will use my action to use the same halberd nonsense on the one shadow that's near me.
Okay. Go ahead. You have a full turn now, by the way.
Yep.
Okay.
Only 4.
Let me
Only
see.
4? Yep.
Are they resistant to force damage?
I don't believe so.
Nope, they are not. So they take 4 times 11? Is it actually times 11, Doctor?
I believe so. Let me check magic missile and let me see how much the...
Because it's a 9th level magic missile, I know that.
Yeah. I think it's 11. I know I memorized 11, but let me just make sure.
Yeah.
One more dart for each slot level above first, so that's at least 8. And the starting
Things are going to get weird.
Why?
11. Yeah, it starts at 3, so it's 11. Okay, now, why is it going to get weird?
So my TV turned off. And so the audio got all funked up and stuff, and got messed up.
Okay.
That's why I said it's going to get weird, because everything on my end just kind of is dumb. It messes up all my screens. So, yeah. I also, by the way, couldn't hear you at all while the screen was off, too. That's the other reason why I say it gets weird. Whenever I say it gets weird, it also means I can't hear any of you.
Okay, well, anyways, it is 11 darts. I rechecked. It starts at 3, and it's 1 for each slot above first.
Okay, so 11 times 4 is 44. Yeah, the shadow is dead. It has 16 HP. You killed it twice over.
I thought it only had 12.
It only has 12 HP?
Yeah, Shadow only it does have 16. Never mind.
It has 3d8 plus 3 HP.
I was looking at the armor class.
Yeah, armor class, not this. Yeah, so no, it is dead. Notably, when you kill it, it then morphs back into your normal shadow, Clocksword.
Okay.
Yep. Alright, Shadow's turn. What?
You said I had full turn.
Oh, right, yeah. I forgot. You have another attack.
I'll actually use the effect of Polar Master to make a melee attack with the opposite end of the weapon and strike the one remaining shadow.
Okay. I assume you're going to move closer to it because you're about, 20 feet away from it.
Yeah, there isn't anything else to attack me anyways from, opportunity attacks.
Okay. Move closer to it and do the Polar Master bonus action.
The damage dice is a d6. Okay.
Yeah. Why is it D6 plus 3?
I thought it used strength. My bad.
Oh yeah, it
I
does.
guess just take 6.
I forgot that your other one also rolled that. So yeah, 9. This one's also dead. Because of, again, even the bonus action thing still has the freaking magic missile.
Yeah. I was like, it's a regular. It's a strength attack. So I was figuring, I would get strength in.
It does get the plus 3. Yeah. So I found a
It's
picture
not-
of what Shad's doing with the shadows. Yeah. Let me go look. What's this picture?
Not yet.
Mhm.
Oh, they haven't posted it yet. Okay. So, Kayana told me what Linda is doing. They are not really attacking. They're just staying near Ragnchild.
Mhm.
So, okay. That is the end of
Well,
combat.
what does she have? She has a frying pan that can hit people. But like she's staying near a regular child, but she is attacking. She's just
Okay.
hitting them with frying pans.
Oh,
Like what she has.
I asked you earlier in initiative order, and you hadn't answered for a long while, so I went ahead and skipped return for now. I'll remember that in the future, though, next time we get into combat, because I'm sure this is not the only combat we're doing.
Yeah.
So,
Well, I was kind of answering the door for someone
That's-
came to the door. I don't
that
know
is
who that
quite
is.
alright, dear. I understand. So, yeah. Good job. So now the gold does start to rain, and you notice there's actually a little bit more gold than before. Like, it seemingly rewarded you more for the more creatures. There is about... And let me actually roll a die for this. Level 10. 115 gold pieces.
Oh wow, that's a lot.
Yeah. What was it normally? Like 5d20 or whatever?
The previous fights you gave us like 20 something. I don't think you've rolled publicly before.
Okay. Sent a picture. Okay. Oh! Yeah, I can see that. Okay. Yeah, this actually gave you more, and there is, once again, an option of one of 3 cards, which seem to correspond to different magic items. There is a Handle of the Deep, a Orb of Resistance, and a Axe of Sharpness. Specifically, a Battle Axe of Sharpness. Sorry, no. Yeah, Battle Axe of Sharpness. What do you want?
I took the last one. I'm gonna skip.
Go ahead.
I took the last one, so I'm not going to choose.
Okay, Chad, what do you want?
You said it was Orb of the Deep, Orb of Resistance, and a Battle Axe?
It is Orb of Resistance, Candle of the Deep, and a Battle Axe of Sharpness.
What's the Candle of the Deep do?
Candle of the Deep is a candle that once you light it, it will never be extinguished, and it can also burn underwater. It's a common
That'd
magic
be
item.
useful.
It's not that powerful.
Yes, but it's useful.
Yeah.
Infinite candle.
You get to choose this time.
Foxworth chose last time.
That's what I'm saying.
Brackenchild, you've never chosen. Why don't you choose?
Oh, okay. I think. Well, I
Would
can't
you
wield
like
a battle
to do an
axe. I
Arcana
don't
check
believe.
to identify these items? In case you don't know.
Yes, I'll do that.
Okay.
I'll do that. Let's see here.
Roll me
Let me
Arcana.
see.
And anyone else can do that too.
Arcana. Let's do it. Whoop. Have him do
Sure, why not?
Yeah,
I'm not going to cast guidance before doing that. I might cause more trouble.
it.
Yeah. Shad, do you want to take a crack at it?
I already have knowledge about all magic items.
Okay. You recognize immediately that one of these things is not like the other. For some reason, it's offering 2 common items and a very rare magic item. With the very rare magic item being the Axe of Sharpness.
Oh. Oh.
And if you want to know what that does, basically, whenever you roll damage for the weapon, it maximizes the damage. And if you roll a 20 on the weapon, then it will lop off a limb.
Nice. Ooh.
Yeah.
Well,
provided the
I
target
think
has
that
a
one-
limb. Otherwise, it would just do a bunch of bonus damage.
Wait,
No.
isn't that the enchantment that Grognak has had on his sword when he cut off Zokurai's arm?
That is one of the many enchantments on the Axe of Dwarven Swords, yes. The Axe of Dwarven Swords is an artifact that combines the effects of a bunch of magic items. One of them is an Axe of Sharpness.
Okay.
Yeah.
I was like, is there anything I can relate this to? Oh yeah, the arena fight where Zokurai got his arm chopped off by Grognak.
Right.
Oh boy.
So, Shad, does anyone want a fancy new axe?
Probably not right now. I'm not sure druids like metal that much.
True.
Yeah, I don't think I have proficiency.
You have proficiency, but like you
Or do I?
don't like using metal weapons.
Yeah.
Shad, how about you? How do you feel about it?
I wouldn't really be using it, but Clocksworth could really use it. Especially considering he has the monstrous weapon feat, he can still wield it.
Yes, but he also has the halberd, and I think you would rather use the halberd.
You saw what it just did. It attacked 11 times for 88 damage earlier.
44.
Yeah.
Right, 44.
I would still say to grab it to hold on to it, just because it's a very rare magic item.
Yeah, and if we don't...
Unless you value the Candle of the Deep more, which I would not put it past you.
The Candle of the Deep would be useful, but I can also just make it later, so...
Yeah, it's a common magic item. It's not that hard to come by. You could probably go buy it from the corner store for 50 gold.
If anything, I can just go make one.
Go buy it from Zokurai's shop. Yeah.
I can make those things now. I have them all.
Maybe
Speaking
we
of,
could take it to sell it, later for a lot of money.
Yeah.
oh, also another
I know
thing
you
the-
guys are already like super rich, but
Another thing
Oh,
the
no,
Axe of Sharpness can do, by the way, is you can speak a command word to make it glow like a flashlight up to 10 feet away. It would be a 10-foot radius glowing torch, basically.
nice.
mean- Yeah, I hit... This is my torch. I hit you with my torch. Oh, you just lost an arm.
Yeah. It's 10 foot of bright light and another 10 feet of dim light. A throwable torch that also lops off limbs.
I like to imagine that for like a very high-powered character, they don't use torch. They just use a sword of sharpness or something. Like,
Yeah.
this is my insane torch or something.
I mean, Grognak does. Anyway. So, okay, I assume you choose that card? Alright, you acquire the axe. Meanwhile, we'll actually flash over to what rattledarkstar is doing. So, rattledarkstar...
Yeah, fair enough.
I've been neglecting them. So, rattledarkstar made their way back to the ship. They talked to Zokurai. Zokurai said, give me like a half hour. Which actually, he needs a little more time than a half hour. He was being conservative with that. But, sorry, he was being overzealous with that. But yeah. So, rattledarkstar, what have you been doing on the boat for, like, a good amount of time?
Like half an hour.
Yeah. What have you been doing? Why did my music stop anyway? Go turn my music back on.
I'm going to assume it's going to say, hey, are you still there? Do you want to continue?
No, it didn't stop. It's just super freaking quiet for some weird.
Weird.
Would chat with Radix before checking on the people in the medbay. Okay, so you've just been checking on people in the medbay. Got it. Good to know someone here is doing their job.
Yeah, I didn't think about it.
Yep. So, and also you're actually able to relate a little bit more to the people in the medbay because the corruption stuff that you felt, Rattle, you realize it's the same corruption they're going through in the medical bay. Like, they're experiencing the same thing you experienced in there, but now you felt it firsthand, so you have more ability to relate to it. So, yeah. Oh. Oh, by the way, the axis sharpness requires attunement. I will go ahead and note that. I forgot to mention that.
Well, I guess if I ever use it, it won't be oversized.
If you want to, you can hand one to the druids. The dryads, sorry.
Right, they're not a druid, so yes, technically one of the dryads can use a sword of sharpness.
I just had a really dumb thought. Shad, can one of your shadows use a axe of sharpness?
Never really given them a weapon.
Like, given the fact they can detach from you and they do have a physical form, they can realistically hold a weapon. And as long as they attune to it, like, I don't see why they can't do it.
Technically, I guess in a way you're correct.
It would just mean that it can't hide in your shadows since it can't make the axe go into your shadow. But
So, only when that same shadow pops out, I can use it, I can give it back.
right, they can grab it off your back or whatever.
Yeah, I guess that could work.
Bring out your speech. That's a nice little speech for the people in the mid. Anyway, so back to the combat in the Spire. What would you all like to do? Would you like to go back and wait for Radix, for Radix and Rattle, or do you want to continue going up?
I don't want to go wait for Rattle because when he comes back, I don't want him to be all alone when he comes back.
I guess we can go back down and wait for him at the main room.
Alright,
Yeah.
you start to back down.
Plus, if you want your shadows or my dryad to use this sort of sharpness, whatever it will be at the end, they still need to take a short rest attuning to the item anyways.
Mm-hmm. As you all start heading down... By the way, when you look to head down, you notice there's actually 2 pathways down. One of which is the way you came in, but the other one is different, but then you remember that for the floor below you, there's 2 pathways going up. So you assume there's like 2 branching rooms, and then both of them lead here. Is what you can assume.
Mm-hmm.
Given your navigation skills, Chad. Because you're a trained samurai, I figured you'd be able to do basic map making.
Yeah.
So yeah. You can go down the other path if you want to head back, or you can just go down the path you already went on. Which would you prefer?
Just go down the other path, just to see what's there.
Okay. Clockwork, do you agree?
Yeah, sure. We'll have to probably come to, if we want to clear delirium in every single room, we're going to have to go through every room eventually.
Shadow follows along. Ragnchild, do you also agree, or are you going back down the path you already came in? Or are you just going to
I'm going to stick with the party, so I'm just going to follow everyone as best I can. Yeah.
Okay. Ragnchild specifically, give me a perception check.
Oh boy. Is this going to have disadvantage? I guess it has. Well, anyway, I guess.
This only can be done by you because you're the only one with Aether Lens up.
Ooh. Okay. 16.
You notice something odd as you're about to leave the room. You notice something odd specifically about the bodies.
Oh.
Their souls didn't leave their body. normally when someone dies, their soul passes on from their body. These creatures seemingly didn't have their soul leave their body. Their souls are still in their body. And you notice that the corpses you found when walking in here also still have their souls.
Oh my goodness.
That is
Okay, I'm going to pass this information on to everyone else. I'm going to tell them, oh my god, you guys, I can still see their souls. Their souls aren't. They're still connected to the bodies, even though they're dead. What is going on?
Yep.
I don't know enough about
What a-
delirium to wonder if it's a cause of delirium or something else entirely.
Yeah, I don't know. Ah, this is so strange.
And Ragnarchild, you actually notice specifically in one of the caterpillars as you're walking out. And by notice, I mean you sense it. You don't actually see it.
Uh-huh.
You sense that one of them is actually beginning to stir. But
Oh.
you are able to get out of the room before you sense it.
Let's go.
You tell the others
Okay.
that you sense that?
Yeah, I'm like, oh my, I think he's coming back to life. He's starting to move. Let's go. Let's go.
So, Shad, you just heard that one of the caterpillars that you barbecued is starting to come back.
What the heck?
Appropriate reaction.
Yes.
Alright. As you enter this new room, I will actually roll a die. What encounter? Now's when the random encounters really start.
Yeah, now we won't have the freebies of every enemy dying to a puff of air.
Right. Nor will you have the easy enemies being the only things that show up. That was also a thing. Okay. So, you see standing in this room is what seems to be a group of two men with... But calling them men is a little weird because they have, like, green skin and they're gaunt looking, like they look emaciated. They have long hooks, and they seem to be trying to hook up one of the caterpillars and put in a cage. What do you want to do? Do you see this as you're starting to come down the stairs? They haven't noticed you.
They do what?
These two individuals in blue robes are using using hooks basically to grab one of the caterpillars and try to shove it into a steel cage, as if they're trying to capture it.
I'm just ultimately confused because that doesn't make any sense to me.
I didn't hear what you said. What?
I said it doesn't make any sense to me as to why they're doing that. So I'm ultimately confused.
You want to go up and ask them?
Yeah.
All right. How will you phrase this question?
Why are you trying to capture the creature?
They turn towards you quickly and scan to see if you are someone who is hostile to them, with their hooks aimed at you. And they say, "No, away. Away. This is ours."
That doesn't answer my question.
The caterpillar seems to start slinking away, and then they notice this turn and try to grab at it again. One of them, though, does turn to you and say that we're capturing it for the arena.
Arena? What arena?
I don't have to tell you that. Now go. If you don't want to also join them in the arena, go.
I dare you to try.
Yeah, of course.
Don't try anything funny. And then they turn back, heading back to try and get the caterpillar. Try anything funny.
Yeah.
Roll for initiative. Well, okay, we don't need to, but like, yeah. The initiative time! Oh. Combat starts.
What?
The
Shan, why would you do? Okay. Stand combat.
The Dryad is up first.
Oh.
Because...
Poor Dryad.
Sorry, go ahead.
I said, the poor Dryad.
Yeah. I'm sorry, Rattle, they're wanting to do combat, and also it's still only been like the first 10 minutes. I have to wait for them to actually wait, so there's a half hour. Yeah, no. Okay. So, Clockwork, what are your Dryad doing? They just heard that Shad wants to do something funny, which they can reasonably assume means something combat-oriented. What would
I'm
you
curious about. I'm curious about the arena. Where is the?
The slavers these guys are about 20 feet away, and the caterpillar thing is about 30 feet away, and it's heading towards the stairway down. It's seemingly trying to escape, whereas the guys are trying to capture it.
I am very curious about the arena team. Oh, there's no. I was going to see. I thought the Fate Charm was limited to how many times you can do it per day or something, but no. I guess I can just spam it every turn.
Okay.
Yeah, I guess I'll try to charm both the the two humanoid enemies that are there with the 4 dryads. First of all.
Okay, so each one of them is going to try and charm them twice?
Well, it would probably go back to back, and then I would switch if there is,
okay.
Unless you want to say their turn literally happens simultaneously.
They take their turn after yours, but what order you... Well, they take their turn, but what order you do it in within that turn is up to you. Okay, yeah. I can do them one at a time if you want me to.
Yeah, I just want to try to Fate Charm them in general.
What's the DC?
14.
Alright, so first one pass.
Okay.
Second one pass. Third one fails.
Okay.
So, the Dryad comes up to one of the individuals in the blue robes and appears in front of them and just kind of puts her hands on his cheek. Says, "Come now, you want to give us the answer. We're your friends after all." And it is now charmed.
And I guess the fourth one will try to charm the second one, so they'll just like try to attack the Dryad, and it starts a brawl between the two creatures.
It passes. And
it passes.
The other guy looks over and goes, "Carl, what the hell are you doing?"
And because it's a fight, I'm assuming they're slow, then I don't have any more actions with them.
Yes. They are affected by the Ascender's Bane. Right.
Okay.
Shadow. Shadow's turn. So, upon seeing the Dryad charm one of them, goes, "Noted," and then looks towards the other one, moves behind him in one quick motion, and just stabs him in the back with a spear. With his Naginata. He just tries to do a downward slash with his Naginata to try and cut this person in. We'll see how well that goes, though. By the way, these individuals do look also delirium infested like the creatures.
I didn't want to have the Dryad attack, so I was like, what can I do? I guess I can do Fate Charm. Do I really want to waste the one time per day? I do.
Alright. Actually, no. I just realized... Wait, no, because he can't do more than one attack. Never mind. I was going to have him do something else, but I'm like, wait a minute. But he can't do more than once. This. Actually... Wow, it really the same damage? Yeah, no. He's actually just going to punch him in the back with a battle fist.
That's the wrong roll. Too bad attack rolls aren't real. Wait. Right. Does it crit?
No.
Okay.
Because that automatically hits. Also, there's something else for the Dragon Hunter that I forgot about. So, Shadow actually got something in the tournament. And would you like to know what that is, Shad?
Yes.
Lion Fang gave him a suit of Berserker armor, which is what he's wearing.
Oh.
Meaning that he gets double damage on this attack. Which... Okay, ignore Dragon Slayer, but the rest does apply there. Because I'll give him sneak attack in this case, because the guy has back. So, he just punches this dude in the back, and the dude disappears. He is just gone. He is vaporized. It's to the point where I'm actually going to roll a D100 to see if the delerium getting vaporized triggers something. No, it does not. Okay.
I thought you said earlier that the delirium doesn't just disappear when you defeat a creature. But I guess if you vaporize the target.
He obliterated the body though. Which also obliterated all the delirium too. That was in the body.
Clockwork is probably thinking at the moment, did it look like this at the end of my fight?
Shadow just looks at you and says, yes, this is also what it looked like for you. Also, ow, this armor hurts. As it's important to know, he damaged himself when doing this too, which I'm going to now make the Constitution save for him.
Oh, this hurts.
What kind of magic item is this one? Is his armor?
Berserker armor.
A very dumb one.
It's a legendary piece of armor.
Damn, so it'll take a little bit to play around with it.
Yes, it is also a very dangerous set of armor. Okay, he is fine. Is a very dangerous set of armor. If you want to know more details, Shadow can tell you when you guys get out of the Spire. Because he was given a crash course on it by Lion.
I was just hoping in general to, change some of the basics from it so that it wouldn't harm the user.
Oh, no. Yeah, this is not an armor that you can just...
Damn.
Nope. This is one of those legendary pieces of things that, if you tweak a few variables, it's just going to break.
Damn.
Yeah. The point of the armor is it unlocks the latent strength within a person that is normally held back to not damage the person's body. Like, you know how humans don't use their full strength because if they did, they would actually rip apart their own muscles.
Yeah.
That's what this armor is doing. It is making him exert more force than his body can withstand.
Oh, fun.
Yeah. But, because of his natural ability to heal, actually... Well, he doesn't have a natural ability to heal, but he does have potions. Anyway, how much damage did he take to himself? That's 25... Ignoring the crit. So he took... 1/4. 31 in total. Yeah, 31, so 1/4 of that, so he took 8. Yeah, 8. 8 damage. Which is not that much. Alright, that's the end of his turn. However, I'm just going to call that the end of combat, because unless you guys want to kill the caterpillar thing, it's just going to run away, and the other slaver is charged. So...
I don't think there's any other reason to keep against the...
So, Clockwork, you have a charmed dude under your control. What do you want to do with him?
I mean, you've already had it started, but I'm curious to know what he meant by an arena earlier, first of all.
I was gonna say that Linda has been like squishing some of the caterpillar.
Okay, so Linda runs over and squishes the caterpillar with a frying pan. I am fine with that.
That's funny.
Yeah,
He's like, gross! Ew!
yeah. Everyone else stops combat. She's like, no, gross! And then just starts chasing after it down the stairs. Okay, that's silly. I like that. Okay. The individual in the blue robes looks at them and says, right, you're my friends. Yeah. Well, you know, the arena, the one that I work for, we bring in slaves to help fight in the arena. You know, we're capturing the monsters and the injured. Bring them there. It's up on this second act. We're currently in Act 1, but up in Act 2, that arena area. One month. Sparkling my dog. Oh. Don't remember what it's like before I had.
So building has multiple clear cut layers that aren't just floors. Interesting.
He kind of drifts off the point of like just not really knowing what to say and just kind of generally feeling sad that he doesn't know what the outside world is like.
Yeah, that's understandable.
Yeah. How long does that dryad thing last?
Each time the Dryad or its allies do anything harmful to the target, it can repeat the. Actually, I can just click it though.
Okay. Dryad. Otherwise,
24 hours.
24 hours or until the dryad leave. Okay. So this will last 24 hours. Did someone say something while I was saying that?
I was literally about to say 24 hours at the same time as you, so.
Okay. So as long as none of you try to harm this guy, he'll be friendly for 24 hours. So, if you want, you can just kind of keep going down and he will probably follow, maybe.
I mean, yeah, if I read that it sees the Dryad as a trusted friend to be heeded and protected, yeah, probably if the Dryad goes downstairs, he would follow with the Dryad downstairs.
Yeah.
To protect it.
Okay, so does everyone go down again?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yes.
Alright. They go down and see Linda with a squished caterpillar at the bottom. Go ahead. What did you say, Regnjo?
Oh, sorry. I was just going to say. Yeah, I'm sorry. I was just going to ask if we could take a quick bathroom break before we
Oh, yeah.
go to the next area.
That's perfectly
Okay.
fine. Everyone
Thank
take
you.
a bathroom break.
Good idea.
Okay,
Yes.
thanks.
Yep. We will be right back, everyone.
We'll be right back.
We'll be right back with you with these messages.
That's. I'll go back to room 2.
I am back. I also actually got my overlay. So, welcome back, Michael. I actually got my overlay now to show that I'm okay. It has my Discord status. Ooh, cool. You're halfway towards a s'more. Nice, near a campfire. A campfire and like a Hershey's. Good. Ugh. I am tired. I did sleep last night.
You went to bed late, I know.
I went to bed at about 2 in the morning,
Yeah, I know you went to bed late when you don't listen.
and I
You
also
should
woke
go to
up at
bed.
around 8 in the morning. No, it was actually
Mhm.
it was actually 6.
Yeah, I figured.
No, because Ragnar's not back yet, so we do not continue. Also, Surtur is not back. But yeah, I did not get as much sleep last night as I wanted. But hey, it happens. Not the biggest deal. It's not like I can control my sleep schedule. Really can't. Part of why I can't. Part of why my job is now being a content for D and other things. Appearance. They do flea markets. Fine. I don't know. I'm just rambling to break the cycle.
Maybe keep that the stuff like not in your stream.
Nana did what? Didn't hear that last. I heard most of that. Oh, we lost someone. Lost a rattle. We have regained a rattle. I think. Oh, yeah, I guess I probably shouldn't mention that. I was just, I don't know, I was rambling. I wasn't really thinking about what. I also didn't really give any explicit name. Also, welcome back, sir. I think I heard the cough of Surtur.
Yeah, I'm here.
Okay. Hello, here I am Finrio.
Yeah.
Oh.
For once, you got me with it.
Hey, nice. Now we're just waiting on Rattle in chat. Not Rattle. Ragnchild in chat.
Yes, here I am. I'm back.
Welcome back.
Timing.
I mean.
Hello.
Alrighty. Is Dad here? It seems the Deadpool man is not back.
And back to me. Sorry about that.
Hey, good timing. I was just asking if you were back.
No, I am.
Alright. For everyone's reference, by the way, we have been streaming about an hour and 46. We usually go anywhere from 3 to 4 hours, depending on So, we're probably either just over halfway or about to be halfway through. Okay. So, everyone is heading down the stairs. As we're now starting it. They head down the stairs and see a Linda down the stairs with a squished bug on her frying pan. The room that she's in is thankfully relatively empty. There doesn't seem to be anyone in here. I mean, you would think that would be the case because you cleared out the room earlier, but the other rooms haven't been cleared out. So it's nice that this one's actually clear.
Yeah, especially since we took a room we didn't take before. There's a chance that it wouldn't even have led to a room we went to before.
Well, you could basically guess that both of these rooms came from and led to the same place, given how they're angled. Which is why Shad went down this route, because he knew it led back anyway.
Ah, okay.
The reason why he would know that is because of his history as a samurai and having to navigate maps. I figured his character could reasonably figure that out. It's a pretty simple thing. Why did I lose my map? Oh. I know why I lost. Looking in the wrong spot. That's why.
You lose. Continue.
Yeah. Okay, so you're back down in what you remember to be. You're back down on this floor, and it's relatively empty, and there's only one stairwell down. You continue going down.
Yeah, we can. I mean, I would continue going down. That's the goal we wanted to do.
Okay, you're bringing this slaver individual with you too?
Yeah.
Okay. You venture down the stairs. I would like someone to roll me a D100. Yeah, you can, Rattle. Go ahead. 67. Okay. As you walk down the stairs, you notice that there isn't... Well, at first it doesn't look like there's anyone in this room. But then you see an individual standing in this room that you didn't see before. But they don't seem to be hostile. They seem to be an individual that is tall with a red cloak and an orange mask, and is standing there with what looks to be a very large sword, bigger than he is. He is just walking through the room towards your guys' staircase, and you happen to bump into each other. For those of you with true sights, and who aren't blinded, you're able to see that this individual is emanating a very powerful demonic aura. For those of you without that, though, this just seems to be a normal individual in armor, with an orange mask and a generally red outfit. What do? You bump into him. Chad, since I figure you're probably the one in the front, what do you say to this individual?
I say, hello, sir. What can I do for you?
He looks at you and says plainly, "You can get out of my way."
Well, aren't you
Promise,
quite
you're
rude?
really, really rude.
Yes, I know. And then he starts trying to walk past you.
Sir, what's wrong? Sir, wait, excuse me, what crawled into your ass and died?
What?
He looks at her and goes, "My self-worth," and then keeps walking.
That's one way to end that conversation.
By the way, if you're wondering what Linda said, she said, "What crawled up into your ass and died?"
Sorry.
It was funny.
Yeah.
Shad, you feel like you've seen this guy somewhere, that you can't quite put your finger on it. He
That's not
reminds
the
you of
least
someone. Though he's currently walking away. What do you do?
I say, hey, don't I recognize? Aren't you someone I know?
And he just keeps walking and doesn't respond to you.
Wait, okay, hold on.
I didn't hear what you said.
At that-
Shad, what were you saying?
I was about to say, at that point, I just ignore him.
He is ignoring you. You're ignoring him. If you'd like to give me a history check, you can do so. But this will be a pretty hard history check.
I will do a history check, yeah.
Okay. There's no consequences for failing. I'm just saying this.
Just expect failure, basically.
Yeah. That's a fail.
Oh, wow.
It was a
I was hoping-
25 that was required.
Oh.
I didn't know that you couldn't go that high. I am sorry. Otherwise, I wouldn't have made you roll. I thought for some reason you had a +6.
No, I do have a +6. Well, not a +6. I have a... Actually, do I have a +6?
You have a +3 to history.
Yeah, I have a +3 to it. But, like, Arcana and stuff like that is 9.
Right. Okay. So, you keep walking down the stairs, I'd assume?
Yeah.
Yeah.
I assume... Bloxworth, you're like the only one who saw that he was emanating demonic energies, by the way. Because you're the only one with true sight who isn't blind right now.
I'd love to try to remove the blinded from Ragna, but one, spells when there's delirium crystals everywhere. Two, because the source is there's too much shit to happen. I feel I would just waste the spell slot, even if it would land correctly.
Fair enough. I'm more pointing this out to say, do you take a mental note of this?
Yeah.
Okay. As you walk down another set of stairs, you enter the first room that you entered here after Niao's room. Like, you can see the stairwell down now leads to Niao. And this room is also empty, though you notice that the corpses that were here before are now missing. Beyond that, though, the room's empty.
That's not the least bit concerning.
Well, I mean, it's concerning, but is
Oh.
it your concern?
I mean, maybe.
I don't know.
Can I ask the slaver? Oh, can I ask the slaver if he was responsible for disappearing the corpses?
Sure, you can ask him.
That's a good idea.
Okay.
I didn't think of it.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Do you
There's
ask
a
him
bunch of bodies
directly,
in
or do
here.
you ask the Dryad to ask him?
Sure, I'll ask the Dryad to do it.
Okay. Because the difference, obviously,
Yeah,
is that...
because he's not my friend. He's the Dryad's friend.
Right,
Yeah.
you're more an
Quote
extended
unquote
friend.
friend.
Yeah, you're
Yeah,
more of an...
I'm like a we're
Okay, so you ask the Dryad, and she asks him, and he says, These ones were not mine, but they might have been my brethren. Corpses kind of have a tendency to move on their own in this place lately. I don't know. It's been weird ever since those purple crystals showed up. They weren't always here. Things got so much weirder when they arrived. And he almost has, like, he's almost trembling a bit when he says that. Like he's scared. And you see he's clutching onto his hook nervously.
What did you say right now?
I didn't hear what you said.
Ask him how long ago it was that the crystals showed up. How long has this been, going on?
The Dryad asks, it says, I don't remember. Don't. And looks like he's about to cry.
Oh, okay. Hey, pull yourself together. It's all right. It's all right. It's okay. Grandma Rain is here to take care of you now. Don't worry.
He leans on you.
Linda,
And though,
this is your new brother.
however, he also then backs away quickly and I'm actually going to have something happen. When he leans on you, he's infested in delerium, so his skin starts melting. Because of your delirium. And I'm going to consider that a hostile action.
Oh, no.
So, he's going to make another wisdom save.
Okay.
He rolled low. We're good. He backed up. He's like, what was that for?
That wasn't on purpose. I'm sorry.
Like, I can't be near you. You don't know what it is, but I was melting. Oh God.
Ooh. Oh, man.
I felt like a wheel of cheese in the sun.
Oh.
I
A nice
don't even
Parmesan,
remember
I
what
hope.
the sun is.
Oh. Well, we're gonna get you out of here. Don't worry. We'll figure something out. Maybe take him to the med bay, huh? Yeah? Maybe.
Okay. So do you head more downstairs?
Yeah, I think next is Niao's room, right?
Yep. Meow's room. Okay, so when you head down into Meow's room, Meow is still there, as you left him. There is no one else in this room, currently. However, as you enter down here, Meow looks at all of you a bit confused. Seems to have a little bit of a puzzled expression on her face.
Yeah.
Does anyone bring this up, or do you just keep walking?
I look at Meow and I say, and what's got you all confused?
She looks at you and says, normally people do not come back down. Normally they only come down when they're dead. Whole or not dead.
I only had a friend to wait on.
For some reason you're bringing one of them here too.
It was temporary.
What are you planning?
That you do not need to know.
Shad pulling the same trick as Niao is funny.
Give me a persuasion check. And I'm gonna roll insight from Meow.
You said persuasion?
Yes, persuasion.
That's not gonna go well.
Well, you beat a 9.
Just barely.
She looks a little disheveled and says, "Fine, keep your secrets. I suppose I deserved that one." And she just kind of becomes more silent and starts staring off in the distance. What do you all do?
I say, well, that's a surprise.
No one's falling for your sad game. That's not funny. We all know what you want.
So,
I'm watching you.
what do I want?
Oh, you're acting. Oh, that's so smart. Yeah, yeah. I know you want something. You got suspicious vibes all over you. Granny, run away.
Did someone cast haste on the child? Why are they so hyper?
I love how Meow just takes a base.
Right, like, that was the first thing they could think of, because I can't joke about coffee or sugar, so I just went with haste. Either way, Meow is unamused by Linda and is mostly ignoring Linda.
Linda is not amused.
No, Linda is clearly annoyed.
Yeah, they're both. At this point, it feels like they're both annoyed at each other.
Yes. Anyway.
Now, let's all get along. You know, my Linda, she's, she's just a growing girl.
I do not seek harm to you, but Ragnar child, know this. Even as you leave, you'll be unbound from this fate. You will come back here one way or the other.
I understand. Of course. Well,
Alright.
I'm not leaving permanently. I'm just trying to find our companions back there at the ship that almost killed me.
With my blessing, you may leave the Spire for now.
Thank you, Meow.
Farewell.
I appreciate it.
You see the whale nod a little. It can't move much, but it can at least nod its head. Because it's literally a beached whale. It's hard for it to... That almost killed me. So, Chad, you notice that someone touches your nose. And Reckonchild, someone touches your head.
Huh?
Surtur, you can see what's happening, but they can't.
I heard
You
my
see
name
that
was using my
Rattledarkstar is invisible and is touching their head and nose. Chad doesn't have true sight, so he can't see it, and Reckonchild's still blind. He can sense the soul of Rattle, though.
I was about to ask, has it been 10 minutes already? Okay.
Yeah.
So I think the spell lasted 10 minutes, so I guess it means the spell ended.
Notably, this Rattle, though, does not have their armor, I will point out. So, Rattle, give me a con save when you enter this area. Because you don't have your armor yet.
It's gonna boom!
Oh, that's a cute gif. Yeah, that's a much happier version of what Meow is. No, not yet, because we haven't done the half-hour waiting period yet, which would be what would be required to get the armor.
It's been
all of what
15,
they did
20
took
minutes.
like 5 minutes.
5 additional minutes.
5 additional minutes on top of the 10 they already took. Yes. It's fine then. Okay, fair enough. So we'll say that you did it farther away from the tower as they were walking out of the tower back towards the ship. That's when you did it. So you don't need to make the save. Okay.
Yeah, fair enough.
Yeah, so you're about halfway back to the ship when Clockwork notices there's an invisible rattledarkstar booping Shad's nose and patting Ragnchild on the head. How do you all react?
I immediately swat away whatever on my nose.
Rattledarkstar, make a dex save.
It's always funny when randomly... Player, make a dex save.
One of my favorite phrases. They elegantly glide so that they avoid Shad's hand. And Shad has no idea what them. So, okay. Yeah.
Were you? I feel like asked Rattle. Were you radio on us this whole time, like 60 feet away from the door?
Do you ask him that?
Yes.
Okay, so now everyone knows that Rattle is here. No one else could see that besides you.
Yeah, which is why I specified.
Yeah. And rattledarkstar just laughs, and now all of you hear that rattledarkstar is here, and they're invisible. They're laughing. Their armor is still being built.
Yeah, I guess this is when we would actually learn about the armor thing.
Yeah. However, Rattle, I will go ahead and say, Zokurai did give you some potions, though. Specifically, how does Linda react to hearing me laugh? That's a good question. Kayenda, how does Linda react to hearing rattledarkstar laugh?
The invisible dragon laughter.
The invisible dragon, yes.
She hides behind Ragna.
Okay. He hides behind Granny. Okay. I will go ahead and mention that. He did give you some potions. These are experimental potions that Zokurai gave him, that Go gave you and said, I'm going to give you this I'm going to make you the armor, but these potions can help deal with the more adverse effects in there, though. It's still experimentals. It's not the best on the body, but it'll get you out of a pin. And he gave you about 10 vials of the stuff, Rattle, before you left. The most notable thing that you notice about these vials is that instead of them being potions that you drink, they're syringes that you inject into you. And he instructed you specifically, these need to be injected directly into the heart. Sorry, go ahead. What were you saying?
I said that's not the least bit concerning.
Yeah, so he gave you some experimental potion, and all he told is it would help with the worst effects of the corruption. But beyond that, that's all Rattle knows. Which, I mean, Rattle, do you tell them this and show them the potion? Potions, I should say, because you have to attend. Trying to find the reference. Oh, there it is. I have an experiment potion for corruption from Zokurai, but it has to be injected into the heart. That's what the rattledarkstar tells you. And when they hold up the syringe, you can see it has a bright orange fluid inside of it that is charged with arcane magics. And the magics vaguely look similar to delerium, but like is clearly different looking.
Interesting.
Yeah.
You're sure he's talking about our hearts, right? I heard something about another heart with big tower.
And we're going to have to inject it into me if I get corrupted. Rattle's head.
Okay, it's the people. It's okay.
Shad, you have nether skulls, right?
Yes.
Okay, so you actually know the details on how this potion works, thanks to how the nether skulls, because it retroactively gives you knowledge.
It
So,
gives me knowledge on. I only know the for magic item.
yeah, and this is a magic item.
Oh, okay.
It's a potion. All potions are magic items.
That's right.
It is a magic item, and you recall all of this information, and I assume you're going to share this with the others, so I can just say it out loud?
Yeah.
Okay. It is a magic item known as Aqua Expurgo. Basically, is a bright orange fluid that you need to administer directly to your hearts of either yourself or another willing creature. When you get injected with Aqua Expurgo, you are immune to the effects of contamination for the next 6 hours, and anytime you would fail a saving throw against gaining contamination, you can choose to succeed instead, up to 3 times. But when the effects of this potion wear off, either after 6 hours or after 3 successful saves, your entire body begins to convulse as let's just say a lot of things start coming out of you in places they're not supposed to come out of. And you start retching up black bile as you literally purge all of the corruption that was being built up out of your body. Which leaves you incapacitated for minutes. And among many other negative effects.
What are all the other negative effects?
I'll send you the screenshot, see. I don't want to say them out loud. You can phrase this however you would like to. The final paragraph is the one going over the negative effects. Take your time, Riddle. We're going to be here for a bit.
Okay, it's just necrotic damage.
And
The maximum amount
and
of the hit points. And if you die, that's all. It's not that bad.
and the necrotic damage can't be reduced or prevented in any way.
Oh, which means that I can't do anything about it either.
Yeah.
Okay, fair enough.
Also, they don't state it there, but it also gives you a level of exhaustion.
Well, that's fun.
Yeah, welcome back. So, it causes you to be incapacitated for a minute, take necrotic damage, reduce your maximum hit points by the amount of damage you take, and then you also gain a level of exhaustion after the 1 minute incapacitation. As you are just upchucking everything, effectively. It's nasty. But it does protect you from delirium. Like, for 6 hours, you're golden. You're fine in delirium. It won't even harm you at all. Like, you can pick up crystals of it and you'll be fine for the 6 hours.
But holy shit when it ends.
Right. When it ends, it's going to take all that built-up contamination and get it out of you any way it can. So, yeah, that's what this elixir does. Yeah. I am getting the armor from Zokoi to protect me from those crystals. Yes. The armor is a better solution than this potion, but this potion just works. Notably, this potion doesn't prevent you from, like, it doesn't get rid of any levels that you already have. So, for example, if you inject it into the slaver, it won't do anything. Well, okay, it won't get rid of the delirium he already has. It will just prevent you from getting any new ones. So it's a preventative measure, not a healing measure. Does that make sense?
Yes.
Yeah.
Okay, speaking of, by the way, Rattle, how do you react to the fact of they brought a delirium-infested creature out of the Spire, and it's just following them? It's some dude in a blue robe with green skin, with a large hook, which I can actually send you all a picture. I'd like to see what this person actually. Already know. I posted where the Waylord is at Ragnarok.
Mhm.
This is the dude I was describing. He was in that building. You brought back a person with a dark aether crystal. The dude in the blue robe is pointing his hook at rattledarkstar, not trusting this new individual. I don't know where I am. I can't see the walls.
Oh. It took me way too long to realize. It took until you pointed that out, like 60 seconds ago, to realize. Yeah, of course the slaver would. The dryad would follow us, and the slaver would follow the dryad. Of course, it would be outside.
Yes. And of course, the slaver doesn't know what outside is because he hasn't been outside in ever.
Which is weird. Which, yeah, it's probably very weird.
And he's currently remarking that, like, I don't know where I am in this. I don't know where I am. There's no walls around. How? I don't recognize.
Why is there no walls around?
Because he's so used to living with walls around him his entire life. Hell, this dude forgot what the sun was. Which, by the way, when he's looking up and seeing through the fog the sun in the sky, because it is morning at this point, he is currently hiding behind the dryad to hide from the sun.
It's a funny scene. Sorry.
Yeah. I like to imagine the dryad allows this, but tries not to let him touch her because he is delirium infested still, and she doesn't want to get corrupted.
Yeah.
Yeah. Rattle, he doesn't seem to know what outside is, from what you can tell. Anyway, what would everyone like to do for the next 20 to 30 minutes?
I'd probably be asking the slaver why he's hiding from the sun. Because he mentioned it earlier, so I feel it would wait, it doesn't make much sense. Why is he hiding from the thing that he, at least he knows the sun exists. Why is he hiding from it?
Alright, so Surtur and Rattle will explain what the sun is, as well as outside. For those 20 or 30 minutes. What is everyone else doing? Knowing you know you would go on a tangent for that for 30 minutes. Come on now.
Ragnarok is AFK.
Oh, fair enough.
Leaves Chad
Ragnarok's AFK.
and Linda. So I guess it leaves Chad, and I almost forgot Linda again, and Linda.
And Shadow is just going to walk back towards the boat.
Mhm.
Notably, Harold and Gerald are sitting next to the boat. Just kind of looking disheveled. With Gerald still looking down and Harold still hugging him, with Gerald still having his melty, slimy skin that he got as a mutation. Didn't he get a mutation, if I remember correctly?
No, he just got a, madness. I forgot which one.
Oh, right, he got madness. What was his madness?
I forgot.
I forgot what it was, too. Well, at this point, he doesn't seem to be mad, but he has some sort of weird translucent skin. Welcome back, Ragnchild. You walked back to Surtur and rattledarkstar explaining what the sun is to the slaver.
And what outside is.
Yeah, and what the outside is. Harold and Gerald sitting by the boat with Harold seemingly mutated. Shadow is going back to the boat to go work out, presumably. And explaining what Aqua Expurgo is. Which is an experimental elixir Zokurai made to help with the delirium.
Oh, interesting.
Shad, would you like
Oh,
to
wow.
explain what Aqua Expurgo is?
I'll
Yeah, I'll
explain
hear some
exactly
shit.
what it is from what it is to rattle.
Do you
That's
want me to
right.
just send her the screenshot?
Yeah.
Okay. Dragon Child, you have a screenshot in you.
Okay.
Let me go to your DM. Just slip into your DMs, drop this in, slip out.
Thank you. Thank you. Oh. Ew.
It's
Ooh,
kind of a
sour
vile.
protection.
It's kind of a vile little potion. It does the job, but like it's not pretty.
I see. Oh my gosh.
I like to imagine that
No.
she's hearing about this, is grossed out, and then you just hear Zokurai in your mind saying, "Look, I'm on short notice. It's the best I could come up with in 3 hours." That wasn't a Halo potion.
Yeah. Good job. 3 hours. Not bad. Not bad. You know.
If you want something better, go give me Angel Dust.
And I feel I would have like a big facepalm moment of like, right, do we have Halo potions left in the fucking med bay?
You have. I know Zokurai has 2 Halo potions. I don't know if you guys have any.
I know he gave some weird potion to help with contamination at some point.
That was a Halo potion. Yeah.
I don't know if it's still there, if we used it, because we never really went into what happened in the downtime and stuff.
So I'm going to presume you never used it then. Once I finish explaining, I'll give the syringe for the Hugging Brothers. Okay. Got it. So you give the syringe to Harold. You tell him to use it, or what?
It won't cure the delirium, that's the contamination that's already in.
Yeah.
You know that, right?
It will not cure the contamination that's already there. It just is used to prevent more contamination. It's not Halo. Halo would cure contamination that's already there. And this is just a preventative measure. It would protect him from more delirium. Okay, fair enough. So you give it to him and explain to him how it works, and he would hold on to it. And then you notice that it kind of sinks into his hand a little bit, as the half-ogre seems to be part slime now. Kind of. He's a lot more squishy. Anyway. Besides that, I assume everyone will basically take a short rest?
Yeah.
That's not a bad idea.
Do you want to take a short rest or a long rest? Because this is an opportunity to take a long rest if you want to just take an 8-hour power nap. Or, 8 hours sleep.
That's up to them.
I'd be curious to... If we're going to take rest, I almost want to say... I almost want to see what would happen if Ragnar, got rid of the delirium in the slaver.
That's a good idea. Ragnar Child, do you want to go for that?
Yeah, sure. I mean, I can try. Now, listen up.
This
may kill you.
Okay. Oh, yeah.
Maybe.
Slaver looks at you and goes... and then looks at the Dryad. He goes, how likely is it to kill me?
Well, I mean, the last time I did this, there was an explosion, but it probably won't happen this time.
Wait.
I'm gonna channel my divinity and I will
The-
purify you.
The slaver
magically.
shakes their head and says, "I don't want to explode." Surtur, are you going to try to have the Dryad force him to do it?
I didn't know it would do. I didn't know it could do that as a character, obviously.
Right, you didn't know it could... wait, you didn't know it could explode? You didn't know it could force it?
I didn't know it could explode.
Right.
But I didn't know it could. But I guess logically, it makes sense that it could force it. But I didn't think about it this way as part of this. Yeah.
Rattledarkstar is suggesting that they slow down time for the two of you. I don't know how slowing down time will help in this case.
Why would you want to slow down time?
It would give them time to try and help the person. You'd have to speed up time for them. That way their time goes faster. I meant, like, he'd be too slow to stop. What do you mean by he'd be too... Are you mean that, like, you put the slaver in a bubble of time so he can't resist? Is that what you're trying to imply? Because I don't think you're that powerful yet. I don't think you can do that yet. That sounds like an adult dragon thing, and you're not an adult dragon yet. Okay, okay. Well, I don't see how slowing down time would help in this. I don't know. Dragon Child is notable. Your Trail Divinity would take an hour. You know that? This does. You can have that hour correspond as one of your hours of light activity during a long rest. Which the long rest would be 8 hours. That's if everyone wants to take a long rest, though. Do they want to take a long rest? And
I'm
also,
fine with taking a long rest. Yeah.
okay. And also, Surtur, do you want to try and force him to go through this with the Dryad's charm ability? Or do you just not want to... Or do you not want to try? And just let him not do it? He doesn't want to.
Yeah, it's a weird thing, because on one hand, we're supposed to get rid of delerium. On the other hand, it's like one of the only ways we can get rid of the delerium in him, but also it's kind of weird too. It's still a living creature that actively does not want that, which is... It's a weird combination of things.
Right, so if you tried to force him to do it, you would see that as a hostile action. I'd give him another saving throw. I will go ahead and tell you that. You can try, and if he fails the saving throw, then that means that he will be forced to do it.
I'm gonna call it quits here right now for me. I'll be around if anybody needs me. Just keep me updated on what's going on.
Okay. Is there anything you want Linda to do for the rest of the session?
Well, she's like always by Regna Child's side, so let Regna Child decide during the session if that's okay.
Okay. Ragnarchild, you're in charge of Linda.
Ragnarchild, you have gained control of Linda.
You have gained...
Yeah, because I have to go.
Yeah. Okay. Take care, dear. Love you. See you later, Diana. For those on the stream that do not know and some might be watching, Diana is my significant other. So, anywho, you have gained control of one hyper child with a frying pan.
Woohoo! As a bonus action, I can send Lyndon to battle to whack someone with her frying pan.
Yeah. Which I will remind people is a Vorpal frying pan.
Oh, that's right.
So it can
Hey,
literally
what?
knock someone's block off.
I like to imagine that the one caterpillar had that happen to him.
Yep. Nat 20, squish. Because the Dryad's Fey Charm is unique in terms of it's more powerful than regular charm. A lot more powerful than regular charm.
Yeah, even charm person is, I would consider it to be weaker, not just because of duration and concentration, but yeah.
Yeah. So, yeah. Do you want to try and force this guy through the ritual or no? Would Linda be surprised to know rattledarkstar is a kid dragon? I don't know, right, Child? Do you think Linda would be surprised about that? I don't think so.
I don't know. Yeah. You'll have to ask Linda when she comes back.
Well, I'll leave it up to Ragnarchild and Clocksworth to figure out. Everyone else, you can take a long rest if you want to, and if everyone wants to, we can stop it here, or we can keep going. What do y'all want to do?
I'm fine with stopping it here.
Maybe.
I'm fine with either. So that's one vote to stop it here. How about you two? Sorry.
I was just gonna say, yeah, maybe Clocksworth and I can attempt to purify this guy, and then we can stop it there and do the long rest.
So we'll attempt to purify first, and then stop it.
Okay, I guess.
I will go ahead and say, by the way, everyone will get a level up after this long rest.
Okay.
Yeah, because I think all of you have earned a level up after all this nonsense.
Yeah. Before we leave, I guess I'll just make sure this time to cast aid on as many people as possible before going away, instead of just having it in fucking voice chat and try to remember it.
And maybe this time in downtime, don't kill yourself, okay?
Yeah,
Oh, yeah.
I know what was the mistake here last time. I know how to do it without making that, but I should probably not try at all.
Yeah, please don't try it, all. You killed yourself last time you tried.
That would end horribly.
You got a second chance. You're not gonna get another one.
Yeah. To be fair, you never made me roll for death saves, but so
True, but that's because you nearly insta-killed yourself. Anyway,
yeah.
let's get to what Ragnar's doing. So you guys do force them down to do it.
I guess I would argue a little, but after a while, I'm like, yeah, we really need to get rid of the delerium.
All right, so I will make another D20 for the wisdom save because this is a hostile action.
One last save.
They rolled a 3. They're still going with it.
Okay.
Which, by the way, if they succeeded, I would have said roll initiative and done combat right here. But
Yeah, right here in front of the tower with even the people that didn't want to join, like Gerald and Harold.
Yeah.
And a singular slaver. And I think we wouldn't even have slow because we're not in the building.
Right.
Yeah.
You would not have slow, no. Okay, so purification of magic. So, you sit there, this person is compelled to sit there with you, and they're a willing subject.
That's a bad
Abjuration. So for an hour, you concentrate on the delirium crystals within their body. And you concentrate on your astral fire inside of your soul. And you're basically meditating for an hour, like concentrating on their soul and your soul, and basically transferring the essence of your fire into theirs, but very slowly and gently. Because you don't want to break it. You're not trying to break it. You're trying to purify it.
Yes.
So,
Okay.
You do this slowly. I will have you roll me a series of D100 rolls. And this will be
boy.
Ragnarchild specifically rolling them.
All right, let's do it.
I will have you roll me 5 of them. Go ahead and roll me all of
Oh
them.
my goodness.
Yeah,
Okay.
5 separate rolls.
1, 2, 3, 4, 5. There we go.
At
That's a
100.
pretty. Yeah.
Alright. Everyone watches on as they see her body begins to glow with a blue light as she's meditating, and she starts to float a little bit into the air as she is deep in concentration. She doesn't notice that she's floating, but she is floating a little bit into the air as she's
Like a couple inches above the ground or something?
Yeah. Like
Okay.
a couple inches off the ground. And she is emanating a powerful blue, almost bright blue aura. But after a while, the aura starts to slowly off of her like it's a liquid or like a viscous syrup and flow across the ground towards the individual. It initially starts to burn the individual, but then that subsides and it starts flowing into the crystals without breaking them. The individual in question at this point starts to glow with a brilliant octarine and blue light as a mixture of purple and blue and a million other colors start emanating out of every single crystal in their body. And you can feel their entire body seize up as if they were shot with a teeth. They remain like this for about 5 minutes straight of just seized up like that. And glowing. Ragnarchild, this entire time, your eyes are closed, so you're not aware of what's happening to the individual you're purifying. Everyone else, though, can see this. What you feel, though, Ragnarchild, what they can't see, but you can feel, is that your fire is working its way through their body, slowly eroding the layers of corruption from the crystals, one layer at a time, until it's eroding all of it away. The reason why it's happening slowly is because if you do it too quick, you'd be ripping the foundation out from under it, which would shatter it. This is to hopefully make it so that it doesn't happen, and that it actually sustains itself. When the 1 hour ritual is done, you regain consciousness, Dragonchild, regain control of yourself, and when you open your eyes are glowing with a blue light, and the individual no longer seizes up and collapses onto the floor. But all of the purple crystals in their body are now green. What do you do?
I go. Oh, thank goodness he didn't explode. Oh,
Did not explode.
okay. How you feeling there, champ?
The individual does not move.
Oh boy. Uh-oh. Guys?
God dang it.
Who would like to inspect the body for life signs?
I guess I would. Unless
You
Rattle
are the
wants
medical
to.
doctor here.
Unless Rattle wants to. Rattle could do some. He didn't have enough.
Rattle is also the medical doctor here.
We'll check from the distances. Okay, I guess I'm closer.
Fair enough. From what you can see from the distance, Rattle, it's hard for you to tell if they're dead or unconscious. It's one of the two, though. Clocksworth, just looking at the body, you can't really tell. But you notice part of the reason why is because the individual, even while alive, didn't breathe. evidently the delirium didn't make them need to breathe. So it's hard to tell if they're alive because they aren't breathing, but that may be normal. You don't know. What do you want to do?
Hit him in the chest.
What?
I think Shad said hit him in the chest.
We'll see if he's alive or not after that.
If you would like to.
Is Shad near us, first of all?
To hit them in the chest?
I am. It feels like something he would try to do, but I don't know if he just left after an hour or he was just there the entire time.
Shad, are you there? Did you watch this happen, or were you off doing something else?
I was kind of off doing something else.
Okay.
I was working on the backside of the Nether Scrolls.
Fair enough. So you are not. You were busy in Finn's workshop. Okay.
Just wanders in without knowing what's going on and randomly punches this guy in the chest.
It's like just kicks the dude. I thought that was good luck.
I mean,
that is a terrible Drakenheim joke. If anyone knows Dungeons and Drakenheim,
it's gonna check his pulse once they said it is.
Once they said it is what? Also, how are you going to check his pulse? I am curious. What are you going to use to check the pulse? Notably, by the way, Ragnchod, your Aether lens has worn off by this point, so you can't see souls anymore.
Oh, got it. Okay. Yeah, I can't tell, guys.
Well, you could always recast it.
I could.
Placing a claw near the neck.
Sure,
Okay. So you put a claw near the neck to check. Give me a medicine check. "17. You can tell that this individual is alive. Barely, but they're alive. They have a faint pulse. Ragnachod, you did not kill this man.
Woohoo!
They are unconscious
Hey,
and
this
near
is-
death, but they are not dead.
He's not completely dead.
Just partially dead.
Just almost.
You know.
Like, they're a
better,
little
I'm
dead,
sure.
but they'll get better.
Just, give him a lot of fluids. He'll be fine.
I don't know. Has anyone invented an IV yet?
I don't know what it is, but whenever he said, did someone invent something, I want to say, well, if Zokurai really wanted to, he probably could.
Maybe, but he has... Well, actually, it probably wouldn't have been Zokurai. It probably would have been the merchant, given the conspiracy. But anyway. That's a different thing. Well, it seems those crystals in him are no longer filled with dark ether. Indeed. Rattledarkstar, you notice that they're no longer filled with any form of ether, actually. Or rather, it's like... it's diluted ether. It reminds you more of like light ether, but just way less diluted. Yeah, way more diluted. Sorry, not way less. Way less would be what Aetherium is, but no.
Mm-hmm.
Ragnachod, you surmise that you could keep going if you wanted to, but like you would be risking his life even more if you did. Do you want to keep going and try to give him Aetherium, or do you just want to stop here?
I think I'm going to stop here. I think we've neutralized the corruption. Let's just leave it there for now. Until this guy, gets stronger and stuff.
Okay.
If he does get stronger.
Notably, he's still under the effects of the charm. It lasts for 24 hours.
Yeah.
You all have no idea what he's going to be like after the charm wears off.
Yeah.
So, right now he seems to be asleep. What does everyone want to do? Does he just want to go take a long rest now?
Yeah.
What do we do with this slaver? Do we just keep him around with us until
What
the charm ends, or do we just send it far away or something?
I think we should manacle him to in the med bay. You know, he wakes up.
Just strap him to a
He's-
bed in the med bay.
Yeah.
I mean,
Well, technically, if he's unconscious, he is not aware of the hostile action of being manacled to a chair.
he can't make a wisdom save if he's unaware there's a hostile action happening.
Yes.
But,
Loopholes, people.
but
It's the
I
perfect
don't-
plan.
I mean, the charm is still there for a while, but I'm genuinely curious what will happen when you take someone from this very weird place and keep it there. Huh.
Right.
That's going to be very weird tomorrow. Well,
Oh,
more tonight.
speaking of take from a very weird place, Shad, you now have an answer to your question that you asked me yesterday. Remember what that question was?
No.
Do we get to keep these upgrades outside the Spire? You see,
Oh, yeah.
you still have it.
Sweet.
So you still have those upgrades to your skills.
Oh, right. That was a question we asked last time, but we didn't think of it when we got out.
Right, well, I thought of it just now, and I'm like, I should bring this up before we end the stream, because we're about to end the stream. So, yes, any upgrades you get in the Spire, you get to keep outside the Spire.
So
Nice.
I am going to check two things actually.
Alright,
To-
besides that, though, I think we can go ahead and end the stream here. If anyone wants to chat with me after the stream, work on your character sheet, no?
Yeah, I probably
Yeah.
just cast the highest level 8 I can to everyone that's still like there.
Yeah. I have to go to the bathroom badly.
Okay.
I went before, I need to go again. So, I'm going to go ahead and wrap it up here. Thank you everyone for watching. If indeed you still are, I'll talk to y'all next time. Bye!
Bye.
Bye.